I'm Pamela Bridgeman Bartell. Thank you for joining me today on Sacred Pathways to Wholeness. Healing rarely happens on our preferred timeline. We live in a culture of immediacy, fast answers, quick deliveries, instant results. But healing does not respond to urgency, it responds to safety. Today, I speak gently about slow healing. If you're in a season where progress feels invisible, I've been there before, where you thought you would be further along, where the aches still surprise you, this episode is for you. Slow healing can feel discouraging. It can feel like nothing is happening. But sometimes what is happening is simply too deep to be seen. For everything, there is a season and a time for every matter under the heaven. We're reminded in Ecclesiastes 3:1. And Psalm 147:3 tells us that he heals the brokenhearted and binds up their wounds. Notice the language: season, binding. Seasons unfold gradually. Binding takes deliberate care. Healing in scripture is not depicted as a hurried action. It is depicted as intentional. Slow healing does not mean stalled healing. It means careful healing. God binds wounds. He does not rush them. If you have ever seen a deep wound treated properly, you know it is cleaned, examined, sometimes reopened to remove infection, then carefully bandaged. It's checked repeatedly. It is protected. That's not delay. That's wisdom. Deep wounds require time, tenderness, patience. We often pressure ourselves to be over it before healing has done its quiet work. I know I've done this. I don't know if you have, but sometimes we say things like, I should be stronger by now. I shouldn't feel this way. Other people have moved on. But comparison is not a medical tool for the soul. Some grief happens in layers. Some trauma unwinds slowly. Some betrayal reshapes your sense of safety and must be rebuilt brick by brick. You are not behind. Ecclesiastes reminds us that everything has a season. There's a season for breaking down and a season for building up. The breaking down is not a sign of failure. It is often preparation for deeper reconstruction. Sometimes God heals beneath the surface first. Roots strengthen before branches expand. Bones knit quietly before weight can be born again. Muscle repair is hidden fibers before strength returns. You may not feel dramatic change, but quiet stabilization is still progress. And here's something tender. Slow healing often means your nervous system is learning safety again. If you've lived in survival mode, hypervigilant, braced, guarded, your body may not trust peace immediately. Healing requires that your body believe it is safe enough to soften. And that takes time. Psalm 147 says he binds up their wounds. Binding is not just repair, it's containment, it's protection, it's care. When God binds a wound, he does not shame it. He does not lecture it for existing. He tends it. You and I deserve the same gentleness from ourselves. If your healing feels slow, you are not failing. You are becoming, becoming more aware, becoming more honest, becoming more integrated. And becoming rarely looks dramatic. It often looks like crying a little less intensely, reacting a little less sharply, resting a little more freely, setting one boundary you could not set before. Small shifts are sacred shifts. Do not despise gradual progress. Sometimes slow healing protects you from reopening wounds. Sometimes it keeps you from building strength on a fragile foundation. Sometimes that slow, gradual progress is mercy. And sometimes slow healing teaches you dependence. When we cannot fix ourselves quickly, we learn to lean. We learn to pray in unfinished sentences. We learn to sit in uncertainty. We learn to trust that God is not anxious about our timeline. He's not rushing you and me. He's not disappointed rather in our progress. He's steady, and steadiness heals. Consider gently. What am I rushing myself to move past? Where might God be healing me quietly beneath the surface? What would it look like to honor this season as a season instead of as a setback? And how can I extend myself more compassion in this week? Let me say that again. How can I extend myself more compassion this week? And maybe compassion looks like resting without guilt, saying no without explaining, scheduling support, allowing tears without apology. Healing does not accelerate because of self criticism, it deepens through patience. If today's reflection has met you where you are, I invite you to like this episode, share it with someone who may need to be more gentle with themselves and may need encouragement. And subscribe so you don't miss future conversations along the path towards sacred wholeness. Your support keeps the space reaching hearts that are still healing. May you trust the slow work of God. May you recognize progress that is not yet visible. May your wounds be tended with care. May your body lean and learn safety again. May your heart be given time, and may healing come. Not hurried, not forced, not performative, but whole. You are not behind. You are in a season, and seasons in time change.